Today is the day that 42 million Americans could learn whether the food stamp check is in the mail or posted on their EBT card, and this is 0 hour for that to happen. Two federal judges ruling Friday that the Trump administration has the money and should use that money to make sure people in this country don't go hungry. Let's go live to the White House now. Scripps News White House correspondent Haley Bull is on the North Lawn. And Haley, I understand we now know exactly how the administration plans to respond.
Yeah, Dell, that is exactly right. The administration telling the courts that it will partially fund SNAP with its remaining contingency funds this month as millions of Americans are facing uncertainty over their food benefits. Now, this follows a judge's ruling out of Rhode Island and Massachusetts in cases brought by both states and nonprofits ordering the government to keep the SNAP program running. Previously, the USDA did not think it had the mechanisms to tap into contingency funds, but in a filing today announced it will, quote, expend the full amount of SNAP contingency funds and would not utilize child nutrition funds to provide full benefits. The government explained to the courts there will be about $4.65 billion in contingency funds for November that will cover half the month. The official overseeing the program writing to the courts, quote, this means that no funds will remain for new SNAP applicants certified in November, disaster assistance, or as a cushion against the potential catastrophic consequences of shutting down SNAP entirely. The official also explained the government's decision and not using child nutrition program funds, stating that, quote, using billions of dollars from child nutrition for SNAP would leave an unprecedented gap in child nutrition funding that Congress has never had to fill with annual appropriations, and USDA cannot predict what Congress will do under these circumstances. Now, ahead of this ruling, Dell, this was a major question that the White House faced, and President Trump warned ahead of the ruling that funding could still be delayed as he called on lawyers to figure out how to legally fund the program. President Trump stating this when pressed over the weekend.
Well, all we have to do is open up the country. You know, we voted 14 times to open the country. We have voted 14 times to open the country, and they vote to keep it closed. All they have to do is vote to open the country, and we only need 5 Democrats. They have a lot of Democrats. We only need 5. But the Republicans have voted 14 times to open the country. Well, it's a much easier situation than that. If they vote to open the country and it's open up immediately, we don't even have to think about that.
And this all comes as neither party has shown significant signs of budging in their conditions to open the government, and as President Trump is now doubling down on his call for a filibuster, writing on Truth Social, quote, terminate the filibuster not just for the shutdown, but for everything else, a proposal that Republican leadership has not signed on to, Dell.
Scripps News White House correspondent Haley Bull for us live on the North Lawn. Haley, as always, we thank you very much.